Hello, I am going live for you today, and I'm doing this whilst it's still light outside because the sun is probably going to go down in about an hour. I'm just here to connect with you, and I've got some things to share on the topic of persistence. Hi everyone who's just joining. Hi Tisha. Hi everyone. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I finally have a haircut. It's been a journey. We're about 3 months in. Thank you. Hello. So nice to see you all coming in. Hi Chandini. Right, so I didn't prepare anything for this, but I've just been sitting with the topic of persistence a lot, just from my own personal journey recently. A lot has been shifting for me in my life. As many of you know, I've been through this massive period of letting go and surrendering over the last year, and now I'm really in a place where I'm emerging and things are honestly shifting in a really big way, and it's really beautiful, and I'm so excited for what's to come. And on that note, I really sat with this energy of persistence, and you hear this spoken about a lot in the manifestation community specifically because obviously it is about persistence, right? You are wanting to step into something, be that a new identity, be that a new reality that isn't your current reality. And you're kind of going against everything that your instinct says is true and is right. You're going against everything that feels real and true to you. So of course it's going to feel completely fake. It's going to feel completely delusional. And therefore, it's really key to stay persistent and to keep the eye on the prize and to hold the vision, even when things don't look the way that you think they should, or when they aren't going the way you think they should, or when your current reality is just super far away from what you want. That being said, the way persistence often tends to be portrayed in the manifestation community is with force, with control, with I'm ignoring everything that I'm seeing right here, right now, and instead I'm going to completely deny that, and I'm going to only focus on my end result. I'm only going to focus on my vision. And that's seen as being persistent, right? Because you're focused only on the thing that you want. However, I want to tell you today that that's not really what persistence is, because when you come at it from that energy, you are, first of all, massively in resistance to your current reality, your current circumstances, your current emotional experience, maybe even your current belief system, which, first of all, I've spoken about this before, it turns it into a problem, and therefore it makes it more real and more into a problem than it needs to be. But you're also approaching the whole process from a place of force, from a place of pushing, when really the whole process of manifestation isn't about forcing at all. It's quite the opposite. It's about surrendering, and it's about a deep sense of trust. And that's really what it means to persist, that you hold the vision even when things feel like they're the opposite, not because you're pushing against what's happening, but because you're embracing the discomfort, you're embracing your surroundings, you're embracing your experience, you're embracing your circumstances, because you trust that they're going to change and that your vision is going to unfold. And when you are in a deep place of trust and surrender, then it's okay when things don't look the way you want them to look. It's okay when your current reality is super far away from the thing you actually want, because the trust is here. And I've been looking back a lot over the last year. It's the end of a year is always the perfect time to reflect. And for me, it's also the end of a year of my life, because it was just my birthday this Monday. So I always start with a super clean slate. So I really love this time of year. And I've been reflecting a lot on the past year, and I've realized how much seemingly went wrong. I went through a massive heartbreak. I went through a friendship that dissolved, that broke off. I lost quite a few friends over time. I went through death and grief, and I went through lots of fears and lots of intense experiences. And I'll be honest, most of what I experienced over the last year has not been pleasant. It's not been comfortable. And at the time, we tend to fight what's happening so much. And I did too. I was resisting too, right? I'm human. I always preach about surrendering, and I always preach about alchemizing the emotions. And I do teach this, and I do this myself. But the initial reaction is always, I don't want this, right? Your ego is always going to speak up. You're always going to immediately first resist before you navigate what's happening, and you get into this place of trust. So that happened for me too, right? But now that I look back, I can see how perfect it all was, and how perfectly it unfolded, and that everything that seemed like an obstacle was exactly what I needed. Because if these things hadn't happened, I would not have transcended certain fears. I would not have had certain realizations about myself. I wouldn't have deepened my faith and my belief and my trust. I would not have learned to surrender on an even deeper level, because sometimes the best way to surrender is to be forced to surrender when, you don't have control. So as uncomfortable as some of these experiences last year really were, they were so necessary. And now that I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad, when really it was that bad. But you're always going to go through it, right? Nothing is permanent. Whatever you're moving through right now, whatever you're experiencing right now, I cannot tell you for sure, how it's going to unfold or what the end is going to be. I don't know that. I'm not a fortune teller. I can't predict the future. But what I can promise you is that it will not stay the same. What I can promise you is that it will 100% change. So whatever is happening right now, it will change. So we don't need to make it such a big deal. And I'm saying this with the caveat of, it's not about bypassing, it's not about ignoring, it's not about, if there is intense experiences, not dealing with that. You do need to deal with it. You do need to feel it. But it's going to change. It's going to pass. Things are going to be different again. If you're having the best time of your life right now, you're going to feel sad again in the future. If you're going through a hard time right now, your joy is still coming, right? Whatever is happening right now, it is going to shift and it is going to change. So try not to resist what is happening so much, but stay persistent on the path, knowing that what you're experiencing right now is going to change, and you can hold the vision for the future that you want, because you're still on the way, you're still on the journey, and it's all still going to unfold. Yeah, that's been very close to my heart recently because of everything that I've moved through. And sometimes a big element of it is just patience and just, staying on track, even when you're losing patience. Because so often, the moment just before you give up or before you want to give up, that's the most important moment. Imagine you decide today, okay, I'm going to give up on this. But next week, it would all unfold. But if you give up now, that's not going to happen. So that's what it means to stay persistent. Stay in it for the long run, not for the short-term solution, not for a quick fix. Just because you're not getting the instant gratification, the instant results, doesn't mean it's going wrong. Be in it for the long run. Stay patient, stay persistent, because you never know what's going to be around the corner. And things can shift really radically and surprise you in a short amount of time if you allow it, if you don't resist it. Yes. Okay, I'm going to look through some comments. If you have any questions, anything you want to share, if you feel like you want to reflect on any of this, you want to share your input on this, please leave a comment on the live right now. I am here. And if you're watching the replay, then do leave me a comment as well, because I will upload this. So, and if you don't want to leave a comment, but you just want to make your presence known, leave me a little heart. I love that too. Okay. Chandini. What a beautiful name. I hope that's your name and I'm not saying it wrong. You speak very well. I love the topic. Thank you for this. I really wanted this. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope this served you. Amazing. Okay, I don't think there are any further comments. Okay, I'm going to stay on maybe like a little bit longer. Maybe like a couple minutes, but to see if anything else comes in. But I really hope this served you. I hope the start of this year was beautiful for you, and that everything that you want to happen this year will come true for you. And I look forward to continuing this journey with you. Hi Ashley. I look forward to continuing this journey with you, this year with you. I've got something cool coming for you next week, so keep an eye out for that. If you're in my Facebook group or on my email list, you will hear about it first. So have a wonderful time, and I love you so much, and I'll speak to you soon.